The purpose for this book is to lead a crusade whereby the public will generally be aware of the impact of war upon families and society. I left the supper table out there and came in here, and he came in here and he started to attack me, and I hit him, and he fell back there, and he just missed the hearth of the fireplace. You could have heard his head down out that building down there. If his head had hit the hearth fireplace, it had clipped the whole top of his head off. My wife would then have had, what would she have had then? A dead son and a husband going to prison, right? In my book, we do not fight the war. We deal only with the impact of a trooper's family, society, churches, quasi-military organizations, bureaucrats, and legislators once they return home. The general concept is my country right or wrong, okay? To hell with anything else, huh? Less than 10% of the Americans ever served in the military. Everybody has a father, mother, brother, sister, an aunt, or an uncle. But less than 10% of the American public has ever marched Cadence 1. So they are really unaware that there are problems associated with that duty, but they bring those problems back into society with them. My book is written in the wake of 12 major characters from across the nation who had served in Vietnam. Two of those present with me today here will be Diana Seibert and Penny Hayes.
My family, the Seibert family, is in Chapter 1 of Willard's book, Homefront Vietnam and Families at War. We came to know each other when I was 15 and a half, and my brother had perished in Vietnam in a helicopter crash in August 9, 1969. And through our common grief and sorrow and common experiences in dealing with the aftermath of what happens to you when you lose someone or have someone come back damaged from the war, that's how we became acquainted and have a strong bond yet to this day. It's important to me that Willard is publishing this book because he's going to make the American public aware of the grief and sorrow that follows after a war like Vietnam, that it doesn't go away after 2 or 3 years. It still lingers in your mind, even though the war's been over for 40-some years. It's still there every day, and we're still dealing with it. I want to read a passage from the book, why this book was published and why we wanted it to be made known. The passage reads, "But the simple fact is this, the Vietnam War isn't over, not by a long shot. The men who fought and survived it are still trying to find peace. The families and loved ones, no strangers to emotional combat, are still in the trenches with them."
Willard approached me and asked me if I would be interested in working on this project with him. He's a one-of-a-kind person. When he gets involved with something, he's right on it and he stays on it. And he's a really good friend. My family was affected by Vietnam the same way his family was. My husband was a very good man. It's just the nightmares of Vietnam. I don't know how to put that into perspective. He was a really good guy. It's just that the Vietnam pretty much tore him up. He would think he was still in Vietnam. He would have nightmares. There was just things that couldn't be helped, but it could have had somebody listen and got these guys help years ago. As a result of the book, I hope that some family will learn something from this and the word will get out. Some family can be helped.
Most citizens who had a family member in the service are not aware of any escape mechanism from their member's war service. I'm hoping that as a result of this book, other citizens or people who had these similar problems will find a way out, and will bring about a positive feelings and actions by other Americans.